Good morning, everyone. Glad to see you all here this morning at the Center of Peace for our Sunday morning celebration. Those who are here, live and in person, those who are at home in the bed, chilling, cozy, it's all good. Welcome, 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 welcome. My name is Twana Malone. I'm the senior minister here at the Center of Peace, and my pronouns are she, her, and they. And this morning, we do have a wonderful service in store. We have our licensed professional practitioners assisting us in our service this morning. Leading us in our opportunity to practice our meditation is Betty Boyd. Leading us in the ringing of the chakra bowl, giving us all the opportunity to bring our attention and our awareness to become so present to the present itself as we leave the outer and begin to pay more attention to the inner is Cynthia Banks. Leading us in our treatment this morning is Hazel Spears, our affirmative prayer. Leading us in our selected and sacred readings this morning is Tricia Grady. Holding consciousness for us, knowing the truth about our time together, and it unfolding in the most wonderful way is Deborah Ford, Kutia Thompson, and Mara Davis. The music today is being sung forth through our choir, led by Miss Kamara Jordan. Greeting all who walk into the space this morning is Cynthia Banks. We have Al, Vern, and Nicole on the ones, twos, and threes, holding it down so that we can stay connected. So, with that, we are all set and ready to go. Let me invite you to take a deep breath and relax as Betty comes forward.
Good morning. So let's begin by settling into stillness. And if it feels comfortable, allow your eyes to close. Bringing your attention to your breath. Easy, natural, unforced. Feel the support beneath you. And just allow your body to arrive fully in this moment. Bring your awareness gently to your head. Notice the mind, its movement, its capacity to think and understand. And without effort, allow the thoughts to soften. Now bring your awareness to the heart center, the space in the middle of your chest. Notice what's present there. Sensation, emotion, openness, or stillness. There's nothing to change, simply notice. Begin to sense the breath moving easily between head and heart. Reminding both that they belong to the same intelligence. Within you exists a blueprint, an original pattern of wholeness, harmony, and clarity. This blueprint is nothing you must create. It is already present. It holds the design for balance, wisdom, and peace. Allow this blueprint to reveal itself now. This blueprint is a gentle field of light surrounding your head and your heart. As the mind relaxes, the heart offers its wisdom. And as the heart opens, the mind becomes clear and receptive. Here, thinking and feeling work together, head and heart in partnership. Silently repeat, there is one mind moving through me. My head and my heart are aligned. I trust the blueprint of wholeness within me. Rest now in this awareness. There is nothing more to do. The blueprint knows how to express itself. Offer a quiet gratitude for the intelligence guiding you, for the harmony already unfolding. When you're ready, gently return your awareness to this room, carrying the sense of unity with you. And so it is.
Going within again, staying right here to the center, and remembering with head and heart that is energy, vibration, and love, and head, which is the conscious connection with our Creator, source of all things, that which created the Big Bang and before and after, and all the skies and all the galaxies and all the seas and all the birds and the trees, the seas and the wonders, and you and me, our Creator, in whose image and likeness are we made. Yes, all that Source wished to bring into being, we are that. I am, you are that, resonating through the universe. And in this consciousness of power, know the definition of power is to be able to bring into being by the power of your thought, because it is done as you believe. I ask you, like a wonderful dreamer, a beautiful dreamer, to dream the dream of our planet, of your life, of our being. To dream like Martin, like Michelle and Obama, like Frederick Douglass, like Ida B. Wells, like all the people that came before us, like the Little Rock Nine, like Mandela, like your grandmother, like your ancestors, like those of us who inhabit the planet today who know the power is one of thought and of heart. We who are rich, not in money, but in humanity, in decency, in integrity, in dreams. Dreams of the world we wish to create. We do that right here, right now, with every thought, and reclaiming that power along with your voice. Reclaim that power and send it out into the universe with the dreams of your father, of your mother, and your own, uniting head, your agency, and your heart, to see no stranger, but to see your brother, your sister. This is the message of the Center of Peace. This is the message of our Creator. And as we go forth here today, knowing that We use our heads in the message that will be delivered by our beloved Rev T, and our heart with the sounds of our choir and all of the people that are here today holding it down. And we go forth in unity, in harmony, in power, and in love. And for this I give thanks, for this house of peace, this house of joy, this house that has welcoming to everyone, everywhere, all the time. We celebrate that diversity. We include everyone, and we believe everybody deserves a beautiful life of their own creation, and of course, with the help of their brothers and sisters. I give thanks for this time right here, right now, knowing that as we go forth, we have a dream. We know that with every belief, with every word, with every deed, we show what that dream is. And it is a dream of being all that we came here to be, with purpose and intention and faith and love. And in this consciousness of oneness that reverberates throughout the universe, let it be so. Let it be so. So open yourself to this day and every day and go forth in power and in love. So I end this treatment with these words as we all say it together, for you know it is true, and so it is.
Thank you, Hazel, for that wonderful treatment, affirmative prayer. Thank you, Betty, for leading us in our practice of meditation this morning. It was wonderful. So now I'd like to invite you to turn your attention along with me to our vision and our mission. You can find it right here to the right of me, so that you can read along with us. You can also find the words to our vision and our mission in the back of your chairs, so that you can read along with us as well. Let us realize this vision, our vision, in our lifetime. Our vision, a loving and peaceful world where all of humanity is honored as the divinity within is experienced. And our mission, the center of peace, is a loving, inclusive, and vibrant community that utilizes and demonstrates spiritual principles and practices to cultivate powerful individuals who together create peace throughout the world. And so it is. Now let me invite you to stand, and please join me in the singing of our congregational song, I Am One. You can find the lyrics to the song in the back of your chairs if you are not familiar with our congregational song, so that you may sing along with us if you so choose. Our congregational song was written by our licensed retired practitioner, Bayless Webb.
I'm one with Spirit, the Holy Spirit, and it dwells inside of me. This perfect Spirit, pure loving Spirit, rests in everything I see. God walks beside me, protects and guides me. It's ever with me where'er I go. I trust its power, God's healing power. Its love surrounds me, and this I know. I live in spirit, I breathe in spirit. It lives within me, and so I am a spirit. I think a spirit. Its life is my life. I know God's life is my life. I know God's life is my life. I know.
So let us not miss out on this perfect opportunity to be together, to acknowledge the humanity in another. Let our eyes glance around the room, simply falling just where they may, as we welcome each other this morning into our sacred space, our sanctuary. Yeah, good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. All right, you might be seated. Here at the Center of Peace, we are an open and affirming community, and all are welcome here at the Center of Peace. And if this is your first time here with us, celebrating life and celebrating love, we love to take this opportunity to welcome you. I don't think I see anyone new for the first time, but we can certainly welcome each other this morning into our sacred sanctuary. So if you would join me in just allowing love to flow through us, to our hands, from our hearts, as we welcome each other this morning as an expression of this love, we just simply say, welcome to the Center of Peace. I still know who you really and truly are. And you can count on me to never forget. You are divine. You are whole. You are perfect. And you are complete. Welcome to the Center of Peace. Yes, all right. I think we are ready for our announcements this morning. And I think I have a couple announcements as Liz, our board treasurer, comes forward this morning. The first announcement is that we have our 25th anniversary coming up, as you all know, and we are excited. It's going to be a full weekend. We're going to be dancing. We're going to be praying. We're going to be praising. We're going to be clapping. Some of us going to be crying. I'm sure of it. I am sure of it. So we are prepared. Your committee, your planning committee, we are prepared to sell tickets. You can go to our website. We were going to be selling tickets after service today, but I think everybody's going to scoot on out, make it on home. But you can go to our website. There's a QR code. Simply click on the QR code to go online to either purchase your ticket or purchase your tickets or start to make a payment on whichever tickets you'd like to purchase. There's tickets for the annual our gala, which is going to be June 28th. The tickets for the gala is $150 for adults and $75 for children 16 and under. There is also tickets available for the Ricky Byers concert that's going to happen Saturday, June 27th. That's going to be right here at the Center of Peace. And the tickets for the concert, $75. So, as I said, please do. At any time now, you can, for those of us who are desiring to pay a little bit here and pay a little bit there, you can do that. So our data system is tracking your payments so that we'll know and you'll know just where you are in terms. But we don't want anybody to feel like you got to pay it all at one time. Yeah. The installment plan. It's all good. It's going to be a good time. It's going to be a good time. So please do. If you have any questions, you can see me. I think I'm the only one from the committee here today, but you can see me if you have any questions about our 25th anniversary weekend celebration. I'm also up here to tell you that your board has came to some agreement around our proposed budget for 2026, and it is now out. It is on our website. We are emailing it out, and we're asking you, the congregation, to please take a look at the budget and to send us any questions that you might have about our budget for 2026. We'll be having a vote on our budget with all of our members February the 1st, immediately after service. Anybody can ask questions about the budget. Only members can vote on the budget. Okay? One last announcement. We are a part of a larger organization, Centers for Spiritual Living. There are many other centers that's part of Centers for Spiritual Living, the larger organization. And the larger organization has a whole team of folks who run the organization, keep up with the classes, create new classes, update the information. They keep up with ministers' license. They keep up with practitioners' license. They do a lot. And it is CSL who also puts on yearly an annual meeting to share with all of the centers and all of the other folks who are a part of Centers for Spiritual Living out in the world with their ministries. We come together every year for an annual meeting. Sometimes the annual meeting is virtual and sometimes the annual meeting is in person. They switch them every other year. So this year, the annual meeting is in person. And anybody can go to the annual meeting. Everybody is invited. It's happening in Reno, Nevada. The dates escape me. 7th through the 10th. You can go to csl.org if you're interested and would like to attend. You can go and purchase your ticket, find out all the details about it. But we wanted to make sure that everybody was aware that this happens, that you're invited to participate, and you can ask me about it, any questions you might have about it. And I think with that, I am complete.
I'm saying, Rev, you could have just finished because it was. Beverages keep a lid on us. Right, leave me something to say, but okay, all right. Yenda, if you want to come up to speak about Beyond the Four Walls.
Hey, happy Sunday. Okay, before I get into the Before in the Walls, did you see the drive-in? Did you see the snow-covered trees? Wasn't it beautiful? Right? Okay, I had to get that out. Okay, Beyond the Four Walls, you ready? So, our next one, Step Africa, the tickets are closed. I just want to remind everyone that the tickets will be available on January the 25th and February the 1st. If we experience any inclement weather, I will hand deliver the tickets to the will call and have them under the name of the ticket purchaser, okay? So no worries. They'll be right there at the will call. You just come in a little bit earlier to pick them up, okay? And let me just remind you that it is on Saturday, February the 7th at 7 p.m. at the Miller Theater, okay? The next thing, the next event that we have going on is going to be Thursday, April the 2nd at 7:30 at the Academy of Music. The tickets are $90. Now, I know you're probably like, well, which one is that? The Sound of Music, y'all. The Sound of Music. And, I just want to give you a little, yes, I am excited. Yes. And I want to remind you, I think it's been a while since I've read it, so I figured let me just refresh your memory about the Sound of Music. You ready? Okay. And all right, here it comes. Okay. For 65 years, the Sound of Music has remained, has remained a beloved Rodgers and Hammerstein classic. Now a critically acclaimed North American tour brings this iconic musical featuring sounds like Do, Re, Mi, okay, 16 going on 17, right? Remember that? And Edelweiss, and Edelweiss, to new audiences nationwide. Directed by Jack O'Brien, the story of Maria and the Von Trapp family celebrates themes of love, resilience, and music. With music by Richard Rodgers, lyrics by Oscar Hammerstein II, and the book by Howard Lindsay and Russell Krauss, the show marks an upcoming 60th anniversary of its Oscar-winning film adaptation. Okay, so I just want to share that with you. The tickets are available now until February the 23rd. Sign is out there in the newsletter. You can, there's a link available for you to purchase your tickets. And if you cannot make it, but you want to share the joy, you are more than welcome to, again, scan the QR code, click on the link to buy tickets so you can donate them, and we will share them. We will distribute them on the first come, first serve. Okay? And I believe I'm complete. Thank you.
Purchase your tickets, everybody. All right, next we're going to have Trisha come up to speak about membership.
All right. Okay, so the membership committee is having a new member ceremony on February 22nd. That's Sunday here during or along with service. To become a member, you also need to attend an orientation, which will be held on February 19th online from 6:30 to 8 p.m. If you want additional information, that information will be in our newsletter, Get Involved, Stay Inspired. You can see one of the members of the committee or the care circle. That's Deborah Ford, Susan Saunders, Carletta Murray, Rita Naylor, and myself. Also, the membership committee is always looking for new members. So if you're interested, see one of us. Also, I wanted to announce the workshop that Jane Clarity is doing. That's on January 24th. It's on stress, environment, spirituality, and health from 1 to 4:30. That's a Saturday here at the center, and it's a $30 investment. And I'll announce this one also. There's a class called The Mystical Path that starts Monday, January 26th. It's a 7-week class. It's from 6:30 to 9 p.m. Tomorrow is the last day to register for that class, and the investment is $200 plus a $40 registration. And I am complete.
Thank you, Trish. And here we go again. Beverages must have a lid on them. Please be mindful not to leave anything behind. If you wanted more information on anything that we spoke about today, you can receive our newsletter, Get Involved, Stay Inspired, by downloading the QR code or visiting our website, thecenterofpeace.org. You can also like us, follow us, and subscribe on all social media platforms. Practitioners are available for prayer after service. Zuma, Betty. They are the ones wearing the purple stoles. If you cannot stay after service, please put your prayers in the prayer box, and a practitioner will be praying for you throughout the week. Also, Wednesday meditations are on Teams from 8 to 9 p.m. Those details as well can be found on the newsletter or the website, and also visioning sessions are offered upon request. And if you would like to announce a TCP-related event, please see Trish by Friday, and you can email her at operations@thecenterofpeace.org. And with that, I'm complete. Thank you.
Thanking the choir for venturing out this morning, starting as early as 8:30. They really wanted to sing today, and I'm just so proud of them. And choir, would you please give a round of applause to those who are in the congregation so you had someone to sing to? And online, of course. And the band, Will, Nate, and Marcy. Yes. As I always say, we live all over the place. And it's true. Our first piece is Glory, Glory by Wayman Tisdale. We modified it a bit. Hope you enjoy it.
Hallelujah. Since I laid my burdens down. Glory, glory. Hallelujah. Since I laid my burdens down. Glory, glory. Hallelujah. Since I laid my burdens down. Glory, glory. Hallelujah. Since I laid my burdens down. I feel better, so much better. Since I laid my burdens down. I feel better, so much better. Since I laid my burdens down. I feel better, so much better. Since I laid my burdens down. I feel better, so much better. Since I laid my burdens down. Friends don't treat me like they used to. Since I laid my burdens down. Friends don't treat me like they used to. Since I laid my burdens down. Friends don't treat me like they used to. Since I laid my burdens down. Friends don't treat me like they used to. Since I laid my burdens down. 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 Sing, yeah. Since I laid my burdens down. Since I laid my burdens down. since I laid my burdens down. Glory, glory, hallelujah, sing it to me. Since I laid my burdens down, I feel better, so much better. Since I laid my burdens down, I feel better, so much better, so much better. Since I laid my burdens down, since I laid, since I laid, since I laid, since I laid my burdens down. Since I laid, since I laid, since I laid, since I laid, since I laid my burdens down. Since I laid, since I laid, since I laid, since I laid, since I laid my burdens down. Since I laid, since I laid, since I laid, since I laid, since I laid my burdens down. Since I laid, since I laid, since I laid, since I laid, since I laid my burdens down. Since I laid, since I laid,
It's about a feeling. It's about a feeling. Thank you, choir. Thank you, congregation. Thank you, Centerpiece.
Wow. All right, so Spirit is in the house. Okay. Please stand and repeat the affirmation after me. The law of mind acts upon my thought with precision and certainty. The law of mind acts upon my thought with precision and certainty. I choose ideas of health. I choose ideas of health. Abundance. And peace. Knowing they manifest in my experience. Spirit works through me. And all that I need flows to me now. I am one with the divine presence. And I trust the process. For the law never fails. And so it is. You may be seated. And that affirmation was submitted by licensed practitioner Patricia Watson, Emeritus. And she also submitted the reading, which is from the Bible and the Science of Mind textbook by Ernest Holmes, page 44. Ernest Holmes' work teaches us that the law of mind acts upon our thought, producing results according to our belief. Matthew 29 and Matthew 15:28.
let me say that again. Matthews 9:29 and Matthews 15:28 highlight this belief. According to your faith, let it be done to you, or let it be done for you as you desire. The universal mind contains all knowledge. It is the potential ultimate of all things. To it, all things are possible. To us, as much is possible as we can conceive according to law. Should all the wisdom of the universe be poured over us, we should yet receive only that which we are ready to understand. This is why some draw one type of knowledge and some another, and all from the same source, the source of knowledge. The scientist discovers the principles of their science. The artist embodies the spirit of their art. The saint draws Christ into their being, all because they have courted the particular presence of some definite concept. Each state of consciousness taps the same source, but has a different receptivity. Each receives what they ask for according to their ability to embody. The universe is infinite. The possibility of differentiating is limitless. Summary, what it does, the law of mind, is completely impartial. It doesn't judge, choose, or play favorites. It simply responds to the thoughts and beliefs we impress upon it. Whatever we think with conviction becomes the pattern the law uses to create our experience. If we think in harmony with truth, ideas of love, abundance, and peace, the law produces harmony. If we dwell in fear, limitation, or lack, the law produces limitation. It works with absolute precision, the same for everyone, because it is principle, not personality. Our responsibility is to choose the thoughts that align with the good we desire. So choose to think rightly. Choose to affirm abundance, health, peace. Know that spirit works through you, and the law brings forth your word into perfect manifestation. This is the way it works, and this is what it does. And so it is.
This song is by Sounds of Blackness, entitled Optimistic. It's one of our favorites. And Warren, thank you for being here, for your support. We always appreciate you. Give him a round of applause. We have Marcy Francis on bass and Will Cates on piano and Nate Teagle on drums. And again, they come from all over the place. Dedicated group of people. If you know it, join in. Run that again. and Ava, and Zuma on solo. Thank you.
Can we give the band another round of applause, the choir and the band? Ah. So here we are, 2026, a new year and a new theme, head and heart, one mind. Our theme for the month, the blueprint. I've started to open up the message in a different way. This started last year. And what I call a moment of gratitude. And it is really to move us all into a state of gratitude, because being in a state of gratitude, it opens us up to receive. And I want us all to be open to receive, not to receive the words that I am saying and speaking, but to receive the words of your own heart, your own understanding, so that it may become truth unto you. So, when we have a grateful heart, what we are essentially doing is we are giving ourselves the opportunity to be less engaged in thinking and more engaged in feeling. So, we direct our attention to our heart center, feeling the emotions of the heart, feeling love, feeling gratitude, feeling joy. This type of experience, it is a sacred experience when you pay attention to your sacred heart. So when we do that, then we open up to all the possibilities. And I like to say and tell folks and remind others not to let your body talk you out of this experience. The body will want to think about a whole lot of different things other than being present. So this is your opportunity to be present. Your mind might be asking you, why are we doing this? Why she gotta keep doing this? I can't wait till I get home. Oh God, I can't wait to watch the football game. Oh, I'm thinking about that sandwich I'm gonna eat. Don't let your body talk you out of it. Be present. Here we go. Drop into your heart. Simply what I'm asking you to do is to put your attention on your heart. If you're so moved, put your hand over your heart, because where we place our attention, our energy goes. I'm asking you in this moment then to begin to feel the emotions of the heart. To feel love and to feel gratitude. To feel joy. Stay with me. Don't get distracted. Feel the emotions of your heart. If you can, feel a deep sense of love and a deep sense of gratitude. Not in your head, but feel it in your heart. And as a way to invite us to experience this deeper in our hearts, I want to invite you to think of a time when perhaps someone told you something, and because they did, you felt better. Someone told you something, and because they did and you listened, things got better. Be grateful for their sharing. Whatever it was, big or small, things got better. You felt better. Allow yourself just to be in a deep space of gratitude for them and their words, Perhaps it wasn't words, perhaps it was a smile. Be grateful. Feel it in your heart. This gratitude, feel it even more in your heart. Feel it. Slowly then, let us begin to bring our attention and our awareness back. Slowly come back. Feeling yourself supported in your seat and grounded by your feet. Bring your attention and your awareness back. With your heart opens, and I want to invite you to allow your heart to remain open for the remainder of our time together. If you can, come back slowly. Yeah, so I like to start the messages out with a few spiritual principles that is from Ernest Holmes, what he wrote titled What We Believe. We've numbered them and we call them spiritual principles. You can get a copy of this by doing a search online for Ernest Holmes and What We Believe, or you can go to our website, get a copy of it, or join our mailing list and get a copy of it. But this morning we are working with spiritual principle number 1, and it states, we believe in God, the living spirit, almighty one, indestructible, absolute, and self-existent cause. We believe this one manifests itself in and through all creation, but is not absorbed by its creation. We believe that the manifest universe is the body of God. It is the logical and necessary outcome of the infinite self-knowingness of God. Spiritual principle number 2, we believe in the individualization of the spirit in us and that all people are individualizations of the one spirit. Spiritual principle number 8, we believe that the universal spirit, which is God, operates through a universal mind, which is the law of God, and that we are surrounded by this creative mind, which receives the direct impress of our thought and acts upon it. And finally, spiritual principle number 4, we believe that heaven is within us and that we experience it to the degree that we become conscious of it. This month, we are working with the Science of Mind textbook and the introduction section. It consists of 4 parts, and in it, there is a blueprint. This blueprint, it tells us how to change the conditions of our life. This blueprint, it tells us how to change you. So, I don't know when, I don't know if there was a set point in time. There's not something that I can say that happened to me where I had a realization that I was becoming more and more and more of who I really and truly am, and less and less and less of who I used to be. I don't know exactly when it happened, but I do know that I would go to work, and when there was a meeting, I would show up at the meeting earlier. Somehow the meditations, the prayers, the contemplations had taken hold of me, and I would show up at the meetings early and I would pray for the highest and the best. I don't know when that started in me, but it started in me. I don't know where, I don't know when. I don't know when this teaching started to take over me and change the conditions of my life. I don't know when, but suddenly I had the courage to leave a relationship that it was time for me to leave. I don't know where, I don't know when. I don't know. When suddenly I was filled with enough faith to stay when things got a little bit hard. I don't know where. I don't know when. I can't point to it. I don't know. I don't know when it happened. All I know is I was on an airplane headed to Tennessee, and my last 2 visits to Tennessee, which is where all my family lives, didn't go too good. And I was headed to Tennessee. I got on the airplane, and I went into meditation. 2-hour flight. Real quick, I got, you're not going to get anything. You're not going to Tennessee to get an apology. You're not going to Tennessee to get some sort of understanding. You're not going to Tennessee to try to get them. You're not going to get. You're going to give. I don't know when or where, but I can tell you that this stuff works. I can tell you. I got proof, 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 and more proof. So, in part 1, what we find in the textbook is in substance that our minds are instruments of awareness. It is, in fact, what makes us divine. That our minds are instruments of awareness. And we are divine because we use our minds consciously to create, and we can use our mind unconsciously to create. Just as we have been created, we are creators. And so, this is true for all of us. As the reading suggested, there is no favorites. The way that life works, it is not picking and choosing, but that all that is available, it's available to all of us. When we become aware that our minds are tools of awareness and we use our minds. So we all have the capacity to think and to feel, all of us. And it is the sum total of what we think and what we feel that determines what we believe. And we know, as many others know, that it is done unto you then as you believe. And that's what makes our mind so divine. Your mind is divine. So you are divine. Our mind is an instrument of awareness, and we can think about then what we are thinking about. Wouldn't you agree with me? And we can start to become aware of the feelings that we are feeling in our body, because our mind is an instrument of awareness. Wouldn't you agree with me? And if we are not then who we desire to be, and if the conditions in our lives are not what we would like them to be, if we are broken and brokenhearted, the conditions in our lives, and we no longer desire to be broken, or brokenhearted, then in order to change, we have to become more aware of what we are thinking about and the feelings that's in our body. It requires a great deal of honesty to be present with what you are thinking about and the feelings in your body. A great deal of honesty. But if you will allow your mind, if you will use your mind as a tool of awareness, when you can identify it, then you can do something about it. But as long as you cannot identify it, you will continue to think the same way, creating the same life over and over and over and over and over again. It's like Groundhog's Day. Y'all know the movie, right? Okay. Yeah. So we have to change. We have to become more aware of what we are thinking about that's causing things to stay the same. Tell your neighbor, stop thinking like that. Tell your other neighbor, stop thinking like that. So our call then is to give our minds something new to think and to give our bodies something new to feel. Tell your neighbor, you got to give your mind something new to think. You got to give your body something new to feel. You got to give your mind something new to think, and you got to give your body something new to feel. And if it's new, then it's unknown. Will you agree? It's new. It's unknown. Listen, it's a mighty way to live our lives. A mighty way. Giving ourselves a new thought to think and a new feeling to feel. It's mighty. I want to read a little bit this morning from Ernest Holmes' book, Living the Science of Mind. I'm reading, Zuma, from page 312, 313, and 311. In no particular order, just to mess with you. From page 312 in a reading titled Treatment and Feeling, Ernest Holmes says this: the straightening out of thought is technique. It may be taught, analyzed, taken apart, and put together again. It consists of words, phrases, thoughts, ideas, all of which are understandable, teachable, and learnable. He says the essence of treatment, the feeling which the practitioner has, that's me and you, the feeling that we have, our interior sense of the divine allness of that spirit which is closer to him than his own breath, this cannot be put into words. This cannot be taught. It can only be felt. He says that which is felt cannot be taught, while that which is taught may be felt. This is one of the most vital things to us. Those of us who believe in this teaching, it's vital. On page 313, he says, what is it that must be felt in our practice, in our life? The feeling which is beyond words, statements, and phrases. It is the essence of life, the spirit of the thing from which the mind automatically draws an intellectual conclusion. He says this feeling results in words which are an activity of the feeling, the enforcement of the principle back of it, and this way the word becomes spirit and life. And on page 311, he says, feeling organized and directed is intelligent creation. So we want to organize and direct our feeling so we can have some intelligent creation rather than unintelligent, crazy, chaotic creation. Y'all with me? Yes. But it can't be taught. No one can teach us how to feel the presence, which is never an absence. No one can teach us how to open up and be receptive to it in all its ways. No one can teach us how to open up and feel love. No one can teach us how to open up and feel truth. No one can teach us how to open up and to become receptive and available to the infinite intelligence. It can't be taught. Words can't explain it, but it's a mighty way to live. I don't know when I felt the Spirit upon me, but I do know that when I became open and receptive to it, it led me and guided me, and it's still leading me, and it's still guiding me. Intelligent creation. He said the straightening out of our thought can be taught. There's a technique. It can be taught with words, but what must be felt cannot be explained with words. It must be felt. So just as much then as we are thinking beings, we are feeling beings. We are feeling beings. And if we want to change the conditions and the circumstances of our lives, not only do we have to change our thinking, we've got to change our energy. We've got to change our feeling. We've got to change our vibe. We've got to change our frequency. Did I cover everybody? Is everybody with me? You got to change your energy. And last week, I read to you that the scientists aren't saying it. The scientists know that we are 99.99999999999% of energy. And you can't see energy. Remember? It moves faster than light. And we are 99.999999999% energy. It can be described in many ways. But when we understand this and we use our instrument of awareness, our minds, to become aware of this energy, then we give ourselves the opportunity to feel this energy. And this is what we are attempting to change so that we can change our life. This energy is beyond words. It's hard to explain to people. It's the essence of life, Ernest Holmes says, from which the mind draws an automatic conclusion. The quantum physicist, the scientist, says this energy is also known as frequency, and that this energy, this frequency, that it carries information, but you can't see it. It's all around you. It's in you. It is you, but you can't see it. It's all around you. It's in you. It is you, but you can't see it. 99.999999999% of what you can't see. It's all around you. It's in you, but you can't see it. It's energy. All around you, within you, but you can't see it. Although it is you. Y'all with me? Okay. So they say this energy that it carries that this energy called frequencies, it carries information. Ernest Holmes calls this information infinite intelligence. And in part 3 of the introduction section of the Science of Mind textbook, Ernest Holmes says this. I'm reading from page 40 and 41. Ernest Holmes says, while it is true that we are immersed in an infinite intelligence, a mind that knows all things, it is also true that this intelligence can acquaint us with its ideas only as we are able and willing to receive them. The divine mind is infinite. It contains all knowledge. Remember, the energy, also known as the frequency, it carries information. This is the same knowledge that Ernest Holmes is talking about. Okay, the divine mind is infinite. It contains all knowledge and wisdom. But before it can reveal its secrets, it must have an outlet. That's you and that's me. This outlet we shall be compelled to supply through our own receptivity mentalities. All invention, art, literature, government, law, and wisdom that has come to the race has been given to it through those who have deeply penetrated the secrets of nature and the mind of God. Perhaps, he says, the simplest way to state the proposition is to say that we are surrounded by a mind or intelligence that knows everything. The potential knowledge of all things exists in this mind. It's all around you, it's in you, it is you, but you can't see it. The simplest way to state the proposition is to say that we are surrounded by a mind or intelligence that knows everything, and the potential knowledge of all things exists in this mind, that the abstract essence of beauty, truth, and wisdom coexist in the mind of the universe, and that we also exist in it and may draw from it. And in capital letters, he says, but what we draw from it, we must draw through the channel of our own minds. You must draw through the only way to draw it to you is through your thinking and your feeling. That's your mind, the sum total of what you believe. He says a unity must be established and a conscious connection must be made before we can derive the benefits which the greater mind is willing to reveal or impart to us. So, then, if this is true, then, before the infinite can give you the infinite, you have to be open to it. Before it can give, before it can reveal, before it can tell, before it can impart, before it can give, before it can tell, before it can impart, you have to become receptive to it. We must partake of its nature. We must become more of it and less of who we think we are. Remember, we are 99.9999999% energy. Nothing. Infinite. Nothing. Nothing. Vast. Space. Frequency with information all around us, in us. It is us, but we can't see it. So, we want to become less and less and less and less and less of who we think we are, and more and more and more and more of who we really and truly are. The scientists might say something like this: we want to become less and less and less and less particle, and more and more and more and more wave. Less and less and less and less arms, legs, feet, head, and more and more and more and more heart. This, he says, is how to create intelligently. This, he said, is the work of a trained mind. And he says a trained mind is way more better than an untrained mind. Well, what's a trained mind? A trained mind knows how to become more and more and more and more of who we really and truly are, and less and less and less thinking, and less and less and less controlling, and less and less and less trying to manage things and manipulate things. And more and more and more open, and more and more and more free. Less and less and less thinking. More and more and more heart. I don't know when it happened. I don't know when it happened. When I got to a point where I felt so free and safe that I could talk about the things in my life that pain me. And know and knew I was going to be all right. I don't know. But I know that it happens. And if it happened for me, it can happen for you. It's a mighty, mighty, mighty way to live, I know. Our minds are instruments of awareness, and we must learn how to trust our minds. We must learn how to trust our hearts. We must learn how to trust our minds. we must learn how to trust our hearts. Because when we learn how to train our minds, we become receptive to the infinite. And when we become receptive to the infinite, it gives, it tells, it imparts, it reveals. Y'all with me? Yes. Ernest Holmes says we are surrounded by infinite intelligence. This infinite intelligence is infinite possibilities. This infinite intelligence is goodness itself. It's invisible. It's unknown. It's all around you. It's within you. It is you, but you can't see it. Joe Dispenza, he calls it the endless nothing. It's vast space. That's how it feels. It feels like vast space. You know what vastness feels like? Like it goes on and on and on and on and on and on and on. This vastness is in front of you. It's behind you. It's on both sides of you. It's far, it's wide, it's deep, it's infinite. It's vast. It can't be taught. I can't tell it to you with the words. I can only demonstrate my experience of it so that you might come to have your own experience of what this feeling feels like. But if you don't want to be broke, if you don't want to be broken, and if you don't want a broken heart, then you've got to learn how to feel God. But if you do want to stay broke, and you do want to stay broken, and you want to stay with a broken heart, don't worry about it. Keep on thinking the way you've been thinking, and keep on feeling the way you've been feeling. But this space, it's far, it's wide, it's deep, it's in front of you, it's behind you, it's on both sides of you, it's all around you. And so the longer we linger there then, and the vastness, and the space, and the infinite, the longer we linger there then, we become pure energy. The longer we linger there, the more receptive we become to it. I'm not going to ask you how often or how long you spend in your practices. I'm not going to ask you how often do you pray, how often do you meditate, how long do you do it, how often are you still, how often are you silent. We're trying to get to a place where we can feel. I'm not going to ask you that. But if it's not often, and it's not long enough, if it's not often, if it's not long enough, it can be very difficult to become receptive to it. If it's not often and if it's not long enough, you don't know what it really feels like. But the longer you linger there, the less and less and less you are disturbed by what's happening out there. The longer you linger there in this vastness, in this endless nothing, the longer you allow yourself to begin to feel what the presence of God feels like, the longer you allow yourself to begin to feel what love feels like, what truth feels like, the more and more and more receptive you become to truth, the more and more available you become to love. But you got to linger there a little bit longer. You got to stay with it a little bit longer. You got to make the decision whether you want your experience on this earth to be a heavenly experience or a hellish experience. You get to decide, and ain't it good that we get to choose? You get to decide. So, let me say it like this. Perhaps in the words of Joe Dispenza, we have to find this feeling. We have to feel it. We have to feel our connection to it. And we have to stay aware of it so we can become open and receptive to it. Find it, feel your connection to it, stay aware of it so you can become open and receptive to it. Find it, feel your connection to it, stay aware of it so you can become open and receptive to it. To what? To the infinite, to the possibilities, to faith, so that you can become open to it. I don't know how it happened. I'm not going there to get, I'm going there to give. Stay open to it. I don't know how it happens, when it happens, I don't know. All I can tell you was I was broke, but I ain't broke no more. All I can tell you is my heart was broken, but my heart ain't broken no more. All I can tell you is that I had a little bit of pain in my life. Okay, a lot of pain in my life. I don't have too much pain no more. All I can tell you is that I'm less and less and less and less and less disturbed by what's happening out there. I'm less and less and less and less deterred by what's happening out there. I'm not saying that I'm never disturbed or I'm never deterred, but I am less and less and less and less disturbed. Less. I do get disturbed. And when I do get disturbed, I get right back into the nothingness. I become open and available to it. And it is a little bit more harder when I am disturbed, I will admit. But it hasn't failed me yet. I got a whole lot of proof. I don't know when it happened. I don't know when it happened, when people decided that they wanted to share thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars with me, when people would call me and say, check your bank account. I don't know when it happened. I don't know when it happened. I don't know when it happened that my mother was moved to say to me, I fell in love with you the first time I saw you. When I first laid my eyes on you. I don't know. All I can say is that it works. Learn the parts that can be taught and the parts that cannot be taught. Be willing. Be willing to feel. And so it is. Less and less disturbed. I don't know about you. Yeah. And so it is. So it is. Out. Let us, oh, here we go.
I am a child of this universe. The ocean dances at my feet. The wind plays a melody through my hair. I am loved at every turn. I am kissed by Mother. I am a child
so it is. And so it is. Yes. All right. We're ready to move forward in our service. If our practitioners will come forward, our ushers, for our service this morning, as we move into our time of giving and sharing here at the Center of Peace, also known as tithes and offerings. I want to invite you to take out your gifts, your tithes and your offerings as we prepare ourselves to move into a moment of prayer. Let us take this opportunity, though, to recognize those who give online, those who are giving online, and those who have already given. Let us bring it all into the storehouse. Won't you join me as we turn within for a moment of prayer, recognizing and becoming ever aware that we are one with the infinite presence. We are one with that which is of abundance itself, and that in our awareness of it, of this life, then we just affirm and know that life is always giving to us. And it's from the place then of overflow from that which we have received that we give today at the Center of Peace. And I do know that every cent we receive, that it moves the Center of Peace out into the world, becoming more and more and more and more of who we are to be, that this divine idea in the mind of God has its way. That we are thinking new things and feeling new feelings. So I know that just as we are blessed, that the giver too is blessed 1,000,000 times fold. Simply, it can be no other way. So for every cent that we receive, I give thanks. Truly, I do give thanks. And so it is.
Yeah. When you receive, when you give, know that God is all there is. So who's giving what to whom? When we give,
Yes, it's
who's giving what to whom? When we receive, who's giving what to whom? When we give, know that God is all there is. So who's giving what to whom? Trusting in the law of circulation, knowing that it is as we believe. At the level of our faith, we release and make it so. At the level of our giving, we receive. Oh, when we give, who's giving what to whom? When we receive, who's giving what to whom? When we give, know that God is all there is. So who's giving what? Who's giving what? Who's giving what to whom?
And so it is. Yes. All right. We have done it yet again. So as the choir comes forward, please to lead us in the singing of our closing song, our release. I want to invite you all to stand and join us. You can find the lyrics to the song in the back of your chair if you'd like to sing along with us. As the choir comes forward, let me remind you that we do have some of our licensed practitioners here, and they are here and available and ready to join you in prayer, knowing the truth with you, for you, and about you. If you cannot stay but you'd like to have prayer, please feel free to fill out a prayer request form on the other side of the petition and put it in the box that's also on the other side of the petition. Let me remind us all to please take an opportunity this week to call somebody and check in on them. Let them know that they are that they matter and that they are loved. We need this more now than ever. And if there's anything from the service that is staying with you, that you're taking with you, please share it with somebody else. If it means that much to you, it might mean a little something to them. Or if you like, you can just simply invite somebody to come and be with us. All right. I think with that, we're all set, ready to go.
There was a time in my life I thought I had to do it all by myself. Didn't know the grace of God was sufficient. Didn't know the love of God was at hand. Ooh. Now I can say, if you're discouraged, struggling just to make it through another day, you have got to let it go. Let it all go. And this is what you have to say. I release and I let go. I let the Spirit run my life, and my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith, I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. I release and I let go. I let the Spirit run my life, and my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith, I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. I release and I let go. I let the Spirit run my life, and my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith, I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. Yes, I'm only here for God. Yes, I'm only here for
Let me remind you that your mind is an instrument of awareness. Everything that you are desiring, in other words, the truth that you are desiring, it's all around you, it's within you, it is you, and you can't see it. Find it, feel your connection to it, stay aware of it, and become receptive to it. And so it is.
Sitting waiting for a downtown much more to